Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here representing Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness, and today I want to chat with you guys and gals about why we have to tell these silly bodybuilders to quit pretending their training is difficult and hard and beast mode and sacrifice and all this nonsense. It literally deters people from going and doing basic simple workouts. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed or following, please do so. And if you'll be kind enough to drop a comment down below, I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you. And I'm sorry, when you watch the average bodybuilder, including the average pro bodybuilder train, the average one, I'm not saying there are not some exceptions, they don't really train that hard. And let's be realistic, they really don't. And I'm not even saying that I'm the hardest training person in the world by any means. But watch actual real athletes train. I mean, hell, go to a CrossFit box and watch people train. Go watch a football team doing their conditioning work outside train, or a rugby team. Okay, and then compare that to what you see bodybuilders doing. And keep in mind, this is creating a mindset that deters people from actually training even remotely hard at all. And it deters people from even joining the gym. You see lots of people are like, oh man, I'd love to get into shape, but it's just so much work and so hard. And you see these people post this stuff about their discipline and the pain. I have to endure the pain and these workouts are brutal. It's like, dude, you're training on a machine. You're in an air-conditioned gym doing some sets on a machine or a cable to failure. All right, let that sink in for a minute. Think about how soft that is compared to any actual real sport or a real athlete. Okay? Think about a real athlete who can actually competes in a real sport somewhere. Seeing some bodybuilder do some machine rows to failure, to momentary muscle failure, and then some cable curls to failure. Okay? In an air-conditioned room. I mean, damn. I mean, are we supposed to perceive this as difficult because they made a funny face? And let me be clear. I know athletes in different sports who train harder than me, but you guys see stuff I do. You guys have seen me, a 565-pound barbell fall on me out of the J-hooks before it slipped out of the hooks, landed on top of me, and I got up and finished my workout. You guys watch me do Widowmaker squats to failure, get buried under the pins, unload the bar, do another set. And notice I don't stand there and talk about that it's hard. It's just a workout, guys. I'm an old man. You guys see me go do 5-mile runs barefoot on the asphalt in the Texas heat. How many times have you guys seen me do that on camera, live stream? Then I show you guys, here's my feet running on the ground. Then I put up the run data showing, yeah, here's what I did. Do you see me crying about it being hard? No, it's just a run. It's just training, guys. Okay? It's just training. And quite frankly, my observation, barring maybe Dorian Yates or Ronnie Coleman, I just really haven't seen that many bodybuilders who I'm like, yeah, their training is anything different than, what plenty of grandmas do. It's just, they're just working out. And I mean, I'm sorry guys, but just doing some sets to failure on a machine or an isolation movement. Again, realistically, there are people who literally have jobs that are harder than that. I've had jobs that were harder than that. And here's the issue with that. It's like they try to pretend like what they do is super difficult. It's like, dude, it's just drugs and genetics. That's why you are where you are. You got some genetic traits for certain aesthetic things and you use lots of drugs. That's it. That's what you have going. Okay? And yeah, I'm not saying they don't look impressive. But let's be realistic. Guys had placed in the Mr. Olympia who were known for having horrible training ethics. I mean, Kevin Levrone, just context, took 3 months off from the gym every year. 3 whole months. Even Dorian Yates made fun of him for it and said, wow, he's so genetically gifted that he could have won if he just actually trained year round. He's like, I would have never beat him. He's so genetically gifted if he actually worked out. Dorian Yates pretty much said that. about Kevin Levrone, who was taking second place. It's like literally the only reason he's not Mr. Olympia is because he's lazy. And it's true. And you see that with a lot of these guys. You know, so keep that in mind. And why is this a problem? Because it makes it sound like going and doing a workout's hard. It's not. Every human being on earth should be able to easily replicate the workouts the average one of these bodybuilding influencers do. They might not move as much weight because they're not young and carrying as much muscle or on drugs. But their workouts are not something that the average person couldn't be capable of handling in 5 or 6 weeks. Your grandma could handle their workouts. You know, your aunt, your auntie could handle most of their workouts of what they do for the sets, reps, and intensity with no problem whatsoever, and just show up and get the work done. Okay? But the problem is people make it out to be crazy, and then people get in their head, oh, working out is hard. And then they psych themselves out. And it's not, guys. It's just not. That's why sometimes even when I'm doing Cess to Failure, people are like, well, you didn't look like, you know, your face wasn't changing all. You didn't turn. It's like, because it's just Cess to Failure. It's not actually difficult. Oh, no, the weight stopped moving. You can't do another rep. Not a big deal, guys. And, you know, my sled work is harder than most work sets. Like this sled work you see me do, this is harder than work sets to failure. It is considerably more difficult, right? This is way harder than a set of leg presses done to failure. Way harder. And yet, and I'm doing it barefoot out on the asphalt. But you don't see me saying, oh, blood and sweat and tears. No, it's just training. And when people adopt that mindset, if they just tell it, like if people just admit the reality, this is all really easy, maybe people wouldn't be so scared to work out, and more people would be fit, and we wouldn't have an obesity and a cancer and a diabetes epidemic. Same thing with dieting. Oh, it's so hard to eat chicken and rice. No, it's not. I eat that every day. It's not hard at all. Like none of this is that difficult. Okay, maybe this is somewhat hard, you know, sprinting with the sled out in the heat, barefoot. Okay, but it's not unbearable. It's not, you know, not something that, oh no, I can't handle it. Oh, you know, it's not a big deal, guys. And quit pretending like it is. It deters people from getting out and doing just some basic, honest work. And it's quite frankly it's just a mark of laziness to pretend like it's hard. These people are lazy as hell. That's what they are. They're lazy ass pussies.